on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Well, today we're going to be checking off one of the biggest things that are on our bucket list. First, we're in Vietnam, but specifically we're in Halong Bay.
You'd know that if you watched our last couple of videos, but like Trevor said, today is a bucket list day. We are on a boat, and we are going to travel around, do a little cruise around Halong Bay.
It's one of the main things that you do when you're here. You're going to see why as we go throughout the video.
It's the first day with the VinGroup tour. We've come out to this cruise. It's sort of a welcome cruise, I guess. We've already got some wine. You're going to see lots of people around, but we are going to move eventually, and you're going to see these iconic, are they cliffs? Or
they're cliffs.
Cliffs, mountains, hills, whatever you want to call them. Limestone.
Many of them.
Yes, it's going to be beautiful.
The ship we're on today is absolutely massive. I'm not even sure how many floors that are on this vessel. What's really cool is we came from the resort that you can see off in the distance, and here we are now. We're waiting to get going.
We've literally been waiting for this day for years. We wanted to do something like this for basically ever. It's one of those things, if you're a traveler, you have to come do this. If you're not a traveler, it's like, it's one of those very iconic, epic things to do in the world. I think it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's considered like the 8th wonder of the world. It's just supposed to be amazing. And we had plans to come to Vietnam 2 years ago. We got stuck in the Philippines. Some of you guys might remember that. If you haven't, we filmed the whole thing. You can go back and watch it if you want to. But we had plans to come here. We thought it was going to happen. Of course, the pandemic happened instead. So here we are 2 years later.
We're at the back now. I think this will give you a better idea of our hotel.
That's our hotel over there. It's the VinPro Halong Bay. If you're curious about it, it's a 5-star luxury hotel. It's absolutely stunning. In our last video, we did a full tour of it. Definitely go back and watch it, because wow.
We haven't even left the bay yet, and I'm already beyond excited. You'll probably see the poster here. This is the tour we are on, VinGroup Elite. We're very excited to be here and be invited to this event because, oh my, today is going to be epic.
So we are moving at a quite slow pace, but we've got quite a few hours on here, so I think we're okay.
It's really hard to tell though, isn't it, huh? It feels like...
It is, I know, we're going really slow. It's windier up here. But...
And you might be able to see those limestone cliffs way off in the background. You're also going to start to see a lot of different people around.
Yes, there's a huge group here. I'd say at least 200, something like that. We actually have no idea who else is here. I'm sure we'll meet them over the next few days. Maybe you'll be watching videos from other people that are also in this group.
There's also one area on the boat that has extremely loud music, so we're going to have to be strategic and figure out how to get you guys over there to see it. I might just put some B-roll on the screen. Maybe that's the best way to explain it. Well, actually, I'll do that right now. First of all, on this boat, there is no shortage of food at all. There's also a bar, and there's a lot of cocktails being made. That is definitely a good thing. There's also some kind of art and Vietnamese traditional crafting on the ship as well, so that's very exciting. And in general, there's music on. It's just a good time so far overall. So check these things out. Seriously, these cliffs are just so beautiful. Does this not remind you guys, if you followed for a while, you might remember when we got stuck in the Philippines and the limestone cliffs? Well, they kind of look like that. Very similar. They have a lot in common, but here there are so many of these. We're told there are thousands, literally thousands of cliffs like this that just jet straight out of the water. Crazy. This is what Halong Bay is known for, and we're so glad to be here right now.
These are one of those places that is so hard to describe because it's so incredibly epic. It almost feels like it shouldn't really exist in the world. There's a few places we've been like that, like Dubrovnik is one that comes to mind. Obviously the Philippines and Santorini, just the places that you get to when you look around in awe and just think like, how does this actually exist? And I just feel so, I don't like to use the word lucky very often, but I do feel really, really lucky just to be here right now.
And this is considered one of, what is it, the 7th or 8th wonders of the world.
Something like that.
And here we are.
You can see why.
Well, we made it to the front of this ship, this vessel, and I think if you climb up here and you kind of hang on to that pole, there's kind of like a Titanic like iconic scene
You want to reenact it?
You want to reenact? If you want to climb up there, we can reenact it right now.
I think that's a really bad idea.
I just jumped up here to sit down, and what's kind of funny is at the front of the boat here is where most of the creators, the social media creators, are hanging out.
We seem to be congregating together. I feel like people are kind of congregating. I don't know what everybody else does. There's definitely writers here.
Yeah, there's all kinds of different people.
Yeah.
So the people that aren't used to seeing like people with microphones like we have on top of our camera looking
at us really weird.
Like we're, you know, we're used to that though. We're YouTubers. So what we'll do is we'll try to introduce you to a few people that are around, because we honestly haven't even met anybody.
We started to meet a few people. I'm sure we will start to meet more throughout the days. But yeah, so far we've met a few different YouTubers. And
it's cool. And a lot of us are experiencing Vietnam for the first time. And of course this epic,
I'm actually surprised how many of us that I've met that are here for the first time.
Yeah. Well, we just met this guy for the first time. What's your name?
Yeah, my name's Mac, also known as World Nomac, and I am enjoying Vietnam with these wonderful creators here. And look at these views. I'm like blown away. It's my first time in Vietnam. Oh my God! Everywhere, in like every direction you look, you're just like, this is insane.
And you're from the States, right?
From the States, yeah.
Nice. Another guy from the States right here. You're one half of a duo.
Half of the party. My wife is inside. We're called Counting Countries. We're visiting every country in the world, 100 countries in so far.
Nice.
And this is already up near the top. I mean,
crazy, right?
It's UNESCO named it what, their 8th world wonder or something. So it's just beauty in every direction.
So they're gonna have to go follow these guys.
Yeah, we'll put links below in the description so you guys can go check them out.
We're right in the middle of these iconic cliffs right now, completely surrounded by these. Look at these.
They're on us in like a little cove.
I know. And these just jet up straight out of the ocean, and I still can't believe there are thousands. You might also notice in the background here, there's kind of like a boardwalk area here.
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
Not sure what that is. There's also like a cave type looking thing in the background. This is just wild. I mean, if anyone has a chance to come here, just do it. Just do it. Where do you find stuff like this?
Can't stop. Sorry, I'm like not even paying attention to the camera because I can't stop looking around.
This is crazy.
Check out my cocktail. It is neon green. I don't know if I've ever had a green cocktail before, but it's got some rum, pineapple juice, and I kind of forget what else is in it. Something that makes it green. No idea what.
We're just passing something called a golden cruise.
Yeah, so we heard from a lot of people that it's very typical when you come to Halong Bay to come do like overnights, so 1 or 2 nights in like these, I guess, boats like this, and you get to sleep there, probably do excursions, go on kayaks. And a lot of people ask, we're not doing that. So if you're wondering why we're not, it's because we are on this group tour, this group trip, and it showed the hotel that we're staying in in the last video. It's so beautiful.
Well, it's now the next day, and we're clearly not on a cruise anymore.
We're not.
We're on this kind of, well, it looks to be a bicycle, but they're called Cyclos, but we're not in Halong Bay anymore either.
No, we are in the capital city of Hanoi. We have made our way over. It's the next day, I think you just said that. I can't even keep track of the days at this point. I'm so tired, and we've been so busy. But yeah, we're in Hanoi, going through the old city on the Cyclo.
Look at these things. You can see them go by. Like, this is happening right now. How cool is that? And there's a bunch of them in front. We got a lot of the group behind us. Let's see if I can give you an above view. I don't even know if I can do this. Let's try. So we have honestly no clue what to expect. This was all arranged for us.
It was, and I read a little bit about cyclos just so I would have some idea of what exactly we're doing. So they date back actually to 1939. They were built, or they were designed in France back in the day, and they came to here in Vietnam. And they used to be a big mode of transportation. How a lot of people got around, but they were more like rickshaws at the time, where someone would pull you.
They kind of pull you.
Now they're bikes.
Now they're bikes, and it's not the main way they get around, of course. But this is now more of a touristy thing.
It's definitely just a touristy thing.
But it's still super cool and very unique to this city. This is easily one of the most unique cities we've been in. Just straight away, obviously, it feels like Asia, feels like Vietnam. But this city feels like you're in France, huh?
Yeah, so we are in the French Quarter, or we just were in the French Quarter. I'm not sure where the divide happens, but it definitely has a very, very French feel to it.
Yeah, it's so cool that you have the fusion of all these like kind of different countries here, and it's just so vibrant. Obviously, you could probably tell how lit up it is as well. What an awesome city.
All these scooters, I don't know if you guys have seen all the scooters going by us.
I know.
I feel like in my head before we got here, when I think of Vietnam and traffic, I think of all the scooters. Definitely not crazy by any means.
No, it's not too bad.
Ho Chi Minh City is a little bit more crazy with traffic, but it's still really cool to see all the scooters going by. there's this lake in the middle of the city. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it's really, really pretty.
You're not going to see it now.
Oh, there's a bus going by.
It's cool how all the traffic just melts.
I know, and it just goes right around us. Feels very, very safe. And I don't mean that sarcastically, it does. I feel like they're just used to seeing these on the streets and just go around them. There's like a pagoda or something in the middle of the lake. It's all lit up at night. It's very pretty. It's this nice, almost European vibe here. And I know we are like in a, you know, the French Quarter. But everyone's out. It's like a Thursday, I think. I think it's Thursday. It's probably 9 o'clock at night. There's loads of people out.
There's
just
kids
doing their thing. There's kids out. There's people on bicycles, something you don't see very often in Asia.
It's really cool. It's really special.
This is really, really nice.
We also just wanted to say that this is going to be a brief stop for us in Hanoi while we're in the country.
Yeah, we're just here for the evening, basically, or overnight.
One evening, but we are coming back to the city. So if you're watching this video and if you have been to Hanoi, or if you are Vietnamese and are from Hanoi or know about the city, leave us some recommendations on what to do when we get back. So we'll be back here soon to do a whole lot more and explore this city. This city is awesome. We're loving it so far. This city is nothing like I imagined. There is a mix of European architecture. It so feels like France, at the same time mixed with Asia. It turns into this just beautiful looking city of amazing looking buildings, friendly people, and a mix of culture. We're now off the Cyclo. Which was amazing, but we have an impromptu kind of walking tour. This is interesting because we have a bunch of people ahead of us. They're with us. They've been in the group. You might see some of their faces here. We actually have security with us. Not sure why. Just because we're with the group, but I think that's why. But either way, this is so cool to be walking around here at night in these streets in Hanoi. Did not expect this one today.
No, I know. We thought we were going to end things with the Cyclo. We're both pretty tired, but then everyone suggested going for a drink. So.
Here's the fun part. Apparently we're going to sit outside at like one of the beer places. I don't really know if it's like a garden or what it means, but I think it's a big thing to do here in Hanoi. Hey, there's a few people here, huh?
There's a few people. We just walked onto what I thought was a random street, but there's so many people.
So to be completely honest, we were going to end the video about, well, a few minutes ago, but this is way too interesting not to put the camera on. Listen to the music. You can probably hear tons of people around us. Woo! It's nuts here.
So after walking around what felt like circles for a while, we eventually came upon this restaurant on this crazy, crazy busy street. We're all sitting on these tiny little stools, and I think there's been beer ordered, at least hopefully.
One thing about this place is we have ice in the beer. Apparently that's a Vietnamese thing to do. The beer we're also drinking is Hanoi beer. This woman wants me to buy something. No, thank you. But this is a great way to end the night. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. We're hanging out here. I'm dodging people. But yeah.
This is not our typical vlog for anyone that has just tuned in for the very first time. We don't really do nightlife stuff, but I guess tonight we're with other people. We have no choice, but it's going to be fun.
How's the beer there, Mac?
Guys, we're having a little Hanoi beer. It's my first time having one, and guess how much money it costs to get one of these?
Oh, I don't even know. How much? $1, $2.
Oh, it's too good. You're supposed to guess like $10, and I'd be like $1, and he's gonna be blown away. But yeah, $1, guys. Delicious beer. It's like a lager. I think so, right? Premium lager. It's delicious.
Have you had ice in a beer before?
You know, I don't think so, except when probably in college I had a really warm beer, and I was like, how do I fix this? But it actually is kind of nice.
Well, cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Well, what a couple days, you guys. Still can't get over this place so far. Everyone that's tuning in from Vietnam, thank you for your comments. We're here for a lot longer yet.
Yes, lots more videos to come, but today, or the last couple of days, have been super exciting. Such a great intro into Vietnam. Into, you know, Halong Bay was just out of this world.
Out of this world. And we're going to turn the camera off after the Cyclo ride. And it was just so interesting. We're with such a bunch of amazing people and creators that we were like, let's keep it on.
Some people that you might recognize.
There's like some actors and celebrities with us, some other YouTube channels. So let us know what you guys think of that. We want to keep it on just to get your input. Did you like that? We took you out with us. Right now we're just on our way back to our hotel. There is a lot more coming up here. If you're new, Trevor and Anna, delightful travelers, hit subscribe, click the like button, leave us a comment and let us know what you think.
Yes, I think it's getting late now, although we didn't stay out as late as we, well, not expected, but we managed to come back somewhat early, so it's not too crazy tonight.
No, there's lots more coming up. We can't wait to show you, but for now we're going to sign off because the night's still, well, it's still getting crazy over here, huh?
All right, guys, that's it.
From Hanoi, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.